Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. This is my very first video, so I'm very excited. Let's jump right into it. We're gonna start talking about why I quit drinking, how I quit drinking, and what has happened to me since I stopped drinking. I didn't start drinking until I was about 18 or 19, but when I was around that age, I was mainly drinking with my cousins. In my mid-20s, that was when I really started drinking a lot. I drank like almost every day or every weekend, and it was normal for me. I could tell my mentality, my body, everything was declining, like my health. I became dependent on alcohol. And if I just had like one or two drinks, I would get anxiety until I get to the point where I'm like drunk or super tipsy. That's when I would feel comfortable. So it got really bad. I felt like I was having some kind of imbalance in my body and my brain. When I decided to become healthy and the best version of myself, I decided to just drop alcohol, quit it cold turkey, and that was the way to go. So I actually quit like 4 times in total. One time I think I was like in my mid-20s, I quit for 2 months. And then the second time I quit for 7 months. And the third time I quit for 1 whole year, which was my goal. And after I quit for a year, I thought that if I got back into drinking, I would be able to drink more responsibly. And boy, was I wrong. I got right into the same old habit. I was drinking every weekend. In my 30s, drinking was not the same as it was when I was in my 20s. In my 20s, whenever I drank, I would get energy, I would have a good time, I would get happy. But in my 30s, I would just get tired and drained, and my hangovers would last for like 2 to 3 days, sometimes even a whole week. I wouldn't even let myself recover because I would already drink that weekend. So it was just crazy. Last year, I was like, you know what, no more of this. So after I quit my third time, which was for a year, I drank for 2 more years. And then last year, I quit in September. I just quit cold turkey, and I just didn't want to drink again anymore, ever. I mean, what was helping me was also drinking non-alcoholic drinks. I was drinking mainly Old Duels, which still had 0.5, I'm sorry, was it 0.5? Yeah, 0.5%. I did that for a while, but now I don't even touch like no alcohol at all. I'm sure you guys are wondering how I was able to stop cold turkey besides drinking non-alcoholic drinks, because I know it's very tempting, especially when you go out to parties and gatherings and everyone else is drinking and having a good time, and you're just there kind of standing feeling like an outcast. You just have to be disciplined, mentally strong, and just say no. And just know that you won't be having a hangover tomorrow. Just know that you won't be acting reckless or drunk. And just know that you have absolute full control over yourself every single second, which gives you so much empowerment. Like I tell you, like the empowerment that I feel makes me feel so empowered. The empowerment that I feel makes me feel so good, and it's just it's an amazing feeling. It doesn't make you better than anyone else. It just gives you more self-control. You can still have fun, you can still laugh, you can still jump around, act goofy and stuff like that, but you'll just be in full control. If it's really like putting a dent into your relationships, then definitely either I would say control your drinking or just quit completely, because it will make things just so much better. But yes, you gotta prioritize what's important. That's one of the ways that helped me to quit drinking. I prioritized my health and my well-being, and that made me quit so easily because as I'm older now, my health is the most important thing to me. Another good thing to do is also educate yourself about what happens when you stop drinking. I think I looked it up before, and it says that after about 7 months, that's when you kind of feel the magic, and that's when you kind of like feel like 7 months is really how long it takes for your body to completely rid everything of alcohol. It's crazy, right? But it's basically, it'll start from where you've never really kind of had alcohol before, if that makes any sense. When you're at parties and people ask you why you stopped drinking, just be honest. Just tell them that you just don't want to drink anymore, or you just care more about your health, which I try to explain to some people who did not really understand, and they were still pushing for me to drink. You just got to be strong and stay firm, stay grounded, and just say no, no, no. That's my final answer. Don't even don't even give them that little wiggle, because if you do, they are going to push it until they break through to you. So be stern, just say no. Say no to drugs. Okay, so the most exciting part is what has happened to me after I quit drinking. After I quit drinking, my mind became more clear. Mind clarity was so important to me. So my mind was less foggy, less heavy, and I felt like my head fit on my shoulders a lot better. And so my brain chemicals became more balanced since I wasn't losing like millions of brain cells all in one night. So, and of course I became healthier overall. I could tell that my skin was glowing more, my hair was getting healthier, my nails, everything. Also, I wasn't feeling bloated all the time. Growing up, I was a very, very positive person. When I was younger, I was super positive, super energetic, super full of life. And after drinking, I just felt like I lost so much of myself. Literally, like, alcohol drains you of your essence and your like vitality. It's just so unhealthy for you. And I gained so much of that back once I stopped drinking. I had so much more energy, no more hangovers, which was definitely one of the best parts. And so much more motivation as well. Everything just kind of fit in together after I stopped drinking. I made better decisions, and there were just, I would say, more opportunities for me, because I feel like when you are so focused on just drinking and partying and having a good time, you're really closing off yourself to possibilities and opportunities. But when you stop that, you allow yourself to open doors for opportunities to come. You get back into your habits of like doing hobbies that you like, having more motivation, and just thinking more positively. One of the things I did, I started meditating. And the reason why I started meditating was because I wanted to find like balance, and I wanted to master stillness. I don't know if you guys know what stillness is. I know it sounds so funny, but oh my gosh, it's just such an amazing feeling once you go through it. People are always trying to reach for their phones, or their mind's constantly running, or they want to do things. They can't just sit still nowadays. But with meditating, it trains you to be able to just be completely still. It trains you discipline. It just trains you to be calm. It heals your anxiety. You just train your mind, body, and soul to connect and to be one, and you become like kind of whole, and you just don't really need anything to make you feel good, because you already feel so good. So meditation is like literally magic. If you guys have anything that you guys want to work on, like mentally, internally, I highly recommend meditating. I know it's still something that the Western culture is still adapting to. In Asia, meditating is very common. So I grew up watching like people meditating in movies, because I loved watching Chinese movies growing up, and meditating was one of the main things they did. So I actually started meditating at a very young age. I think actually that really did help me become more conscious when I was younger. I had always wanted to get back into it, but it just took me a really long time. I got back into it because I felt like there was nothing else that could help me except for meditating because of my anxiety. I didn't want to depend on medication, because I feel like that only masks your feelings. And I wanted to get to the root of it and really heal the anxiety that I was having, the chemical imbalance that I was having. I wanted to work on myself and heal organically and not just use like substances or medicine. Meditating helped me become more motivated, more alive, more like how I felt when I was younger. Because for the last, I would say 15 years, I haven't really been feeling like myself, because drinking had really dented an impact on my health, my well-being, and everything. So meditating definitely helped me gain my vitality back. I am feeling so much better than I have felt within the last 15 years of my life, which is crazy. Even though I am like 15 years older now, I feel better, more balanced than I ever did the last 15 years of my life when I was drinking. So it's just crazy. I think spirituality is so important and we overlook it so much in the Western culture. But I think eventually people will be more open to it, because we are spiritual beings. We are not just a body and a brain. We have a soul, and everything is energy. So if you can align your energy, your soul with your mind and your body, then man, you are on the right track to becoming the best version of yourself. But it's hard to do because we're so distracted by the busy world, by social media and everything. I am so grateful that I'm able to view the world in a healthier way again, because honestly, it starts from within you. However you feel is going to determine how your life is gonna be. So that's why I started this channel, so I can build a community where we can just express our authentic self, healthy lifestyle, just feeling beautiful, feeling good. I'm just all about that. Please subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye. Thank you.